This is the finished Wonder recap before Ant-Man and the Wasp quantum craziness. Presently, all that through final stage is old history as of now and canvassed in my past recap, so watch those assuming you really want it. This new adventure starts with Spider-Man. A long way from home, the world is managing the delayed consequences of the blip when Thanos snapped away a portion of the populace. Then after 5 years, the Justice Fighters snapped him back. With Iron Man dead, the world is pondering who will be the following large legend. It very well may be Peter Parker Spider-Man Man, or it very well may be this new legend Mysterio. Be that as it may, turns out he's a miscreant. He's a swindler, faking his powers with visualization tech. Spider-Man at last losses him, yet not before he outs his mysterious character, Peter Parker, to the world. Likewise, the Scratch Rage in this film ends up, was really a Skrull shapeshifter. Keep in mind, from Skipper Wonder, they're heroes. They were covering for Rage while he's off on a mysterious mission in space. So look out for that. Next up is the primary Disney, in addition to series, WandaVision. Keep in mind, Wanda Maximoff and Vision had a sentiment going. However, tragically, he was killed in Boundlessness War. Yet presently both of them are living in an old-fashioned television sitcom with no great reason. Quick version, she was so miserable over Vision's passing, she failed to keep a grip on her powers and transformed this entire town into Sitcomsville, where she and Vision could have a family and live cheerfully ever later. Sadly, however, she's coincidentally abducted this entire town. We meet our new mystery office, Blade, which is essentially similar to Safeguard. In space, we follow specialist Monica Rambeau, indeed the young lady from Skipper Wonder. Also, Monica Rambeau goes through the Hex, which some way or another gives her unknown superpowers, and the Parchments come to enroll her for the Scratch Rage space mission. In the interim, an awful government fellow attempts to weaponize unique Vision's body, yet Television Vision works him out of it, and he takes off. Be that as it may, one of the side characters, the neighbor Agnes, is really the witch Agatha Harkness, here to take Wanda's powers. So Wanda and Agatha have their last witch battle, where Wanda wins. Wanda leaves Agatha there, however transforms her back into her personality, Agnes. Furthermore, Wanda makes the best decision, brings down the Hex to free the town since she's not a miscreant, despite the fact that that implies she blues. Loses her children, who were not genuine, however were genuine to her. Next up is the Hawk and the colder time of year fighter. Recall in Final Plan, old Steve Rogers passed the mantle of Commander America to his companion, the Hawk Sam Wilson. However, Sam's like, look, nobody can satisfy that heritage. We ought to resign the safeguard. Be that as it may, right away. The public authority names another Skipper America, this arbitrary Dush. In the interim, Sam collaborates with his quibbling mate, Bucky Barnes, the colder time of year fighter, to bring down another gathering of super troopers, the Banner Smashers, and they need assistance from a bad guy Zemo from Nationwide Conflict. We didn't get to know him much in Nationwide Conflict, yet turns out he's really rich and sort of a humorous fellow and an extraordinary artist. He takes them to the wrongdoing city of Madripoor, where they likewise select Sharon Carter, who's additionally on the pursued Nationwide Conflict. Presently, the Banner Smashers are somewhat heroes attempting to assist with peopling dislodged by the blip, yet they really do explode individuals, so not unreasonably great. The new Commander America, John Walker, attempts to battle him. However, they got super strength. They obliterated all the serum with the exception of one. So he takes it, and presently he's an all-out super warrior. However, when they kill his companion, he blows up and no kills one of them. He contaminated the safeguard, and presently it's moving on TikTok. So Sam and Bucky battle him to get the safeguard back. What's more, with a new Wakandan supersuit. Sam Wilson is the new Skiver America. He doesn't have super strength, yet he can fly. So fair compromise. Quick version, he makes all the difference. Zymo returns to jail, and Sharon Carter gets her exculpation. Yet turns out she is the secretive head of Madripoor, the power intermediary, so she's sort of a miscreant now. What's more, John Walker is drawn closer by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, playing an obscure covered operative sort character, Val. She places him in a cool new dark suit and renames him the U.S. Specialist. Furthermore, it appears as though she's assembling a group of legends that won't hesitate to kill individuals. Next up is Dark Widow. Indeed, Natasha Romanoff. The Dark Widow at long last gets her own independent film. Obviously, she's dead currently, having unfortunately forfeited herself in Final Plan. This film happens just after nationwide conflict when she was on the run, where she needs to bring down the new drifting Red Room, with her preparing another gathering of Dark Widow professional killers, including one called Slave Driver, who's been prepared in the battling styles of the relative multitude of Vindicators. Quick version, she explodes it and unprograms them all. The significant thing from this film is that Natasha reconnects with her sister Yelena. She was a Dark Widow as well, and is similarly as boss as Natasha, and seems like she could accept her sister's responsibility, become the new Gen Z Dark Widow. Following up, it's Loki Season 1. Recall during Final Stage's time heist, they inadvertently wrecked the space to Loki. He was good to go to continue his arrangements for global control. However, at that point, a few irregular individuals emerged from an entryway and put him collared. They work for the TVA, the Time Change Authority. They screened all of time and hold individuals back from venturing off their predetermined predeterminations. This forestalls a multiverse from arising, heaps at every one of the a pleasant, tight single course of events. This Loki's off his rails. They will prune him, however, when Specialist steps in. It's Owen Wilson as Specialist Mobius. All things being equal, he selects this Loki to assist with finding another, more underhanded Loki. Be that as it may, turns out it's anything but an abhorrent Loki. It's a young lady Loki, whose name is Sylvie. Loki and Sylvie collaborate to bring down the degenerate TVA, en route meeting lots of other Loki variations. Then Loki and Sylvia go to figure out who's truly calling the shots, and turns out it is only some person. Presently, focus on this part since it's significant for Quantumania. This person's name is Best, and he's a human researcher from future Earth who found the multiverse and got together with the entirety of his other selves. Yet a portion of his other selves needed to overcome the multiverse, thus it began a multiversal war. So this one made the TVA, whose genuine intention was to keep different rulers from arising. Coincidentally, these two fell head over heels, yet at the same time, B kicks Loki away, since she needs to cut this fellow and torch the entire thing. He's like, indeed, I surmise you'll meet new adaptations of me soon, in light of the fact that without the TVA, new courses of events begin fanning. And the multiverse is here. Next up is imagine a scenario in which Season 1. A wonderful energized show investigates this new multiverse as described by the Watcher, who has taken a promise not to meddle. It investigates cool substitute timetables. Like, consider the possibility that rather than Steve Rogers, we got Chief Peggy Carter. The Season 1 finale asks, consider the possibility that Ultron won. Quick version, he got the Vastness Stones, obliterated the entire universe. So the Watcher needed to break his commitment, selected his #1 substitute legends into the Watchmen of the Multiverse. Following up, it's Shang-Chi. Furthermore,